Hello, and welcome to our lesson on purchasing and procurement. This segment will cover procurement cycle. After choosing a supplier, a company must follow a specific procurement process. This process is akin to how individuals approach purchasing decisions, such as buying a new car or laptop. It involves listing desired features, identifying potential suppliers, creating a shortlist, comparing options, and ultimately selecting the best supplier. The goal is to find the optimal combination of suppliers and products that meet all requirements. Procurement procedures vary among companies, tailored to the specific type of material, commodity, or item being acquired. For instance, the United States Army's procurement process for millions of daily purchases differs significantly from how Real Madrid Football Club acquires a new striker. Likewise, the Army's approach to buying pencils differs from its strategy for purchasing helicopters. While specific details may vary, we propose a standardized procurement approach. This involves general steps, starting from the user identifying the need for components or materials and concluding with the delivery of the said components or materials. A user department identifies a requirement for purchased components or materials, inspects components available and prepares specifications, checks departmental budgets and gets clearance to buy, sends a request of purchase to procurement. Then procurement checks, verifies, and receives the purchase request, examines the component or material requested, looking at current stocks, alternative products, manufacturing options, etc., and after discussion with the user department, confirms the final decision to purchase. Then each supplier examines the request for quotations, checks the status, credit of customer, and so on, determines how it could best fulfill and satisfy the order, sends a quotation back to the company giving details of items, conditions, and prices. Then procurement examines the quotations and performs commercial evaluations, discusses technical characteristics with the marketing and customer department, checks details of budget and obtains clearance to purchase, selects the best supplier based on the details supplied, discusses and finalizes terms and conditions with the vendor or supplier, issues a PO, purchase order, for the materials with attachment of terms and conditions. Then the chosen supplier organizes all operations required to supply the materials or components, receives and processes the PO, purchase order, dispatches materials together with a shipping advice, sends an invoice. Then procurement acknowledges receipt, does any necessary expediting and follow-up, receives and accepts the materials after inspection, notifies the relevant department of materials received. Then the user department receives and also checks the materials or components, authorizes transfer from budgets, updates records of inventory, uses the materials as required. Then procurement arrange payment of the supplier bill or invoice. The procurement process involves several stages. The initial 3 stages focus on supplier and material selection, while the critical 4th stage involves issuing a purchase order, PO. This document serves as a legal contract between the company and the supplier, initiating the supply chain. The subsequent stages handle the finalization of delivery details. While this process may seem complex, it becomes particularly valuable for significant purchases, allowing for detailed specifications, supplier selection, and negotiation. However, for minor purchases, pre-existing supplier relationships, or situations with a single qualified supplier, the extensive procedure may not be necessary. Efforts to streamline procurement have been ongoing, aiming to reduce both time and cost. Simple methods, such as blanket orders for regular future deliveries, or value analysis involving cross-functional teams to find cost-effective substitute components, have emerged from these studies over the past few decades. The existing non-computerized procurement system faces fundamental issues, notably its inherent unreliability, leading to time-consuming processes, excessive paperwork, reliance on numerous individuals, error-prone operations, and neglect of related systems like stock control. To address these challenges, a significant leap in procurement improvement occurred through paperless procurement, particularly with the advent of electronic data interchange, EDI, in the 1980s. This automated procurement method seamlessly integrates a company's information system, IS, with the suppliers, streamlining the ordering process through electronic messages. Many businesses have embraced this approach, known collectively as e-procurement, which offers various automated solutions for more efficient and error-resistant procurement operations. This is the end of this segment of our lesson. In the next segment, we shall discuss choosing suppliers. This course is presented to you by South Europe College. Thank you for listening, and see you on our next segment.